Hello everyone, Absent Friend here, and today we are coming at you with another Disney Villainous guide. To be or not to be? That is the question, isn't it? Nope. We're not here to talk about Shakespeare. We're here to talk about Villainous. So let's prepare ourselves to take over the Pride Lands as we team up with the murderous kitty cat, Scar.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
In this video, we will be looking at all the cards in Scar's deck with a few tips on how to play them or not play them, as the case may be. We will also be looking at Scar's Fate deck for anyone who may want some tips and tricks on how to effectively keep him from winning the game. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to be alerted when new episodes are available. To win as Scar, he must start his turn with 15 strength in the succession pile. Okay, that's different. Let's see if we can't break it down. First, Scar must defeat
Mufasa.
Ooh. Say it again.
Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
I love it. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. After Scar defeats K-Pasa, instead of discarding him to the Fate discard pile, he will be placed in the succession pile. Afterwards, any hero that Scar defeats will also go in the succession pile. If all of the hero's strength in this pile adds up to 15 or more at the beginning of Scar's turn, he will win the game. Well, if he's gonna have to defeat heroes, he's gonna need some allies. He has a total of 11. Why not 10? Because he's got 11. 6 Hungry Hyena, 2 Stampede, 1 Shinzi, 1 Bonsai, and 1 Ed. Let's start with Hungry Hippos. Hyena. These guys cost 2 power and have a strength of 1. However, they do gain +1 strength for every other hyena in the same location. Play 1 Hungry Hyena to the gorge and the rest to the elephant graveyard to create a feeding ground. Stick around to find out more. The next ally is Stampede. This card costs 2 power to play and has a strength of 3. If these wildebeests are played to a location with a hero, Scar must move that hero to an adjacent location. Then, Scar may perform a vanquish action at the hero's new location. This is a great way to move heroes out of the way and possibly into the feeding ground for an immediate defeat. Now for the named hyenas, starting with Shinzi. She costs 2 power to play and has a strength of 2. When she is played, Scar may play an extra hyena from his hand for free. Be sure to take advantage of this ability and expand that feeding ground. Go ahead and use her in vanquish actions because she can be easily recovered later. Next is Bonsai. Like Shinzi, he costs 2 power to play and has a strength of 2. But when any other hyena is discarded from his location, Scar gains 1 power. Play him to the feeding ground, but don't use him in vanquish actions to take advantage of his power gaining ability. And the last ally is Ed. Like the other two, he costs 2 power to play and has a strength of 2, but all the hyenas played to his location are 1 power cheaper. It should be pretty obvious where to play him, right? Just like with Bonsai, don't use him in vanquish actions. Still no hints on how to achieve that objective, huh? Well, let's move on to the items. He has 0. Well, that was easy. On to the effects. He has a total of 15. 15 seems to be an ongoing theme. Anyway, he has 4 Long Live the King, 3 Whisper, 3 Stick With Me, 3 Be Prepared, and 2 Feeding Frenzy. Let's start with Long Live the King. For the cost of 1 power, Scar will reveal the top 4 cards of his fate deck, and then he may play one hero to his realm and discard the rest. Use this card often to find Mufasa, but don't play him. That's right, I said it. The only hero Scar should play early in the game is Zazu. Play him to the feeding ground, but don't defeat him. If Mufasa does get revealed early and the feeding ground does not have enough strength to defeat him quickly, discard him and wait to bring him out later with the next effect. Whisper. This is probably the most useful card in Scar's deck. With it, Scar will pay 1 power to play any card from his Fate discard pile. Yeah, any card. There are many uses for this card. Here are the top 3. Use number 1. Bring out Mufasa after he's been discarded and play him to the feeding ground. Do this while at the gorge so he can be vanquished in the same turn. Use number 2. Use any discarded Hakuna Matatas to move heroes into the feeding ground. Use number 3. Play Rafiki's stick and attach it to Zazu so it cannot be attached to anyone else during the game. Up next in the effect pile, Stick With Me. For 0 cost, Scar can use an available action from any location that has a hyena. The best use for this is to activate the Vanquish action at the gorge where the hungry hyena was placed earlier. Remember? And the next effect is Be Prepared. This card costs 1 power to play, and with it, Scar will discard the top 3 cards from his deck. Then search his discard pile and place either 2 allies or 1 effect card into his hand. The best use for this effect is to get both Shinzi and a hungry hyena out of the discard pile after they've been used in a vanquish action to be played again for as little as 1 power if Ed is in the realm. And the last effect is Feeding Frenzy. For 2 power, Scar can move all the hyenas in his realm to 1 location. Since Scar should have been playing all his hyenas to the feeding ground, this card will serve no purpose. Just discard it. And that's it for all the cards that Scar can play during his turn. Now, let's look at his conditions. He has a total of 4. 2 Pride and 2 Injustice. Let's start with Injustice. When Scar is being fated, use this card to look at the top 2 cards of the Fate deck and either put them back on top or discard them. He could also just discard 1 card and keep the other. Since Scar will be fated a lot, keep this card in his hand and use it at every opportunity. The other condition is Pride. When another opponent discards 2 or more cards during their turn, Scar will gain 3 power. Power is good, but discard it if it can't be used right away. It is time. Time for the Fate deck, that is. Let's check it out. Starting with the heroes. First up, Mufasa. He has a strength of 6. And he's also the key to Scar's objective. If he must be played, make sure to keep him away from allies and follow up with attaching Fate items and keep him moving throughout the realm. And now his son, Simba. This 5 strength hero is a good pick for early in the game. When he is in the realm, all of Scar's hyenas cannot have more than 2 strength each. If Mufasa is already defeated, then don't play Simba. Next up is Simba's mother, Sarabi. She has 3 strength, and when she is played, the Fator may discard 1 hyena from her location. Use this to discard Ed or Bonsai. Otherwise, discard a hungry hyena. The next lioness is Nala. This 3 strength hero allows the Fator to move another hero to any location. Use her to move any hero out of harm's way, like Mufasa or Simba. Now for the resident mandrill, Rafiki. He has a strength of 3, and Scar must defeat him before any other hero. Play him every chance he comes up to force Scar to deal with him first. Attach fate items to him as well to make him even more annoying. Next up are Timon and Pumbaa. Timon has 2 strength and Pumbaa has 3. Each one gets a boost of +2 strength to the other, so try to have both of these guys out in the realm to cover up actions with high strength. And the last hero is Zazu. This pretentious little dodo has 2 strength, but he can enhance the strength of all other heroes by +1 as long as they are not in his location. Play him away from the other heroes because if he is in the same location with any other hero, those heroes get -2 strength. Scar will be moving him to take advantage of this strength drain, so keep him moving to boost the heroes Scar is currently targeting. That's it for the heroes. Now for the fate items. He has a total of 4. 3 prophecy and 1 Rafiki stick. Let's start with prophecy. When this item gets attached to a hero, that hero will gain +3 strength. Since only 1 prophecy can be played to each hero, attach this to Rafiki first, then Mufasa, then Simba. Be sure to attach this item before attaching the next item, Rafiki stick. When this item is attached to a hero, Scar will have to defeat that hero twice. First to remove the stick, and second to remove the hero. Be sure to attach this item after a prophecy and use the same priority hero list from before. P.S. Never attach fate items to Zazu. And now for his fate effects. He has only 1, but 3 copies. Hakuna Matata! What a wonderful phrase! What? With this effect, the Fator can either move a hero to another location or get a hero out of the succession pile if that hero has a strength of 3 or less. If one is getting heroes out of the succession pile, Rafiki is the top priority, then Sarabi, Nala, Pumbaa, Timon, and Zazu. If moving heroes around, always move Rafiki first, or Zazu away from Mufasa or Simba, who should also be moved if they are about to bite it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone found this video informative and maybe even picked up a few pointers on how to play Scar, or even play against Scar. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Keep watching this channel for more Disney Villainous guides, but before we go, let me know in the comments which Disney animal villain is your favorite. I'm your absent friend, signing off.